Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 30th, 31st, 2023 Blue Moon, Supermoon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out more than you guys will ever know, so thank you so very much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below, as will a link to my website, daneharttarot.com, if you're interested in a reading, a private personalized meditation, or an animal healing. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time, Scorpio. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Oh, this is the Prince of Swords. That's a good one to be mindful of. It really is. The Prince of Swords is impetuous energy. It is like any movement, any way forward is better than sitting still. This is somebody who is thinks without like thinks second, acts first type of energy. But this also can be a perpetual liar. Somebody who is very much a fantasist. Somebody who has this way of talking. They have a way with words that'll just pull you in. You believe it. You believe them. And they are just spinning lies, spinning lies, spinning lies. So just be very, very mindful of this energy. A positive, sword energy is a brilliant speaker, fantastic thinker, but a negative sword energy, air energy, is a perpetual liar and somebody who is rather reckless. So just be aware of that. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and Spirit guides. Here we have Goddess energy reversed. So this is telling us that it is time, Scorpio, to get in touch with the goddess energy, the sacred feminine energy that is going to be so important to us. And actually, Venus in the night sky is going to be right next to the head of Hydra, it physically in the night sky, which is the oldest symbol for the goddess that we have, the sacred feminine that we have. So our hearts are rising near the sacred feminine. And so being in touch with that energy really has us in touch with our love, with our sensuality of self, with our expression. So that's going to be really important. However you identify in this world, being able to be in touch with that sacred feminine energy is just going to be so beautiful and so beautifully important. So let's see what Spirit has to say. With the tarot, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. Okay. There's a battle that's over here. There's a new season that's coming in. You're getting a gift. You're moving forward in what you're passionate about, what you desire, what you want. You're not going to see this gift fully during this supermoon, blue moon energy time, but it is fully going to manifest in your life as time moves on. Okay, you're just getting a glimpse of it right now. It's going to be a little bit further down the road that you take this fully. So just be aware of that. With the Knight of Wands energy, this is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is the energy of passion, of determination, of focus. Be mindful. We're always looking backwards, right? The Knight of Wands is looking backwards instead of focusing on the beauty that lies ahead. And also this beautiful horse, like looking at the back end of a horse is not pleasant, right? Look at the front of the horse where you have that beautiful mind and that beautiful mane and those gorgeous eyes. Being able to connect with that energy and looking forward when you're writing is imperative, especially when you're starting to write. They're like, never look back, always look forward. So here, that's going to be a very important thing with our passions and what we're determined about and what we're focusing on. Look forward. We're looking backwards and we're guessing at things and we're letting the past really influence our present. But Spirit's like, no, 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 no. Be in the present. Be right here. Be right now. Because this is the brightest moon of 2023, right? This moon is at 7 degrees of Pisces, and this moon and the sun is at 7 degrees of Virgo. These are sister signs coming together to bring forward something magical, something beautiful. We have that Virgo energy coming through so well. I also see this deeply connected to another astrological aspect of this time, which we'll talk about later on after we go through these cards. But there's a real sense of let your passion guide you forward, just like we had that goddess energy come through. Well, Venus is also in Leo, right? Fire sign energy. Move forward in love. Yet we're looking back at old hurts, old pains, old emotions, and Spirit's like, move forward in love. If you're fighting for a child during this time, you are turning into yourself. There's a new dawn coming. The fight is over. The fight is over. I really see you as moving forward with success. And that is a beautiful thing. With the Six of Cups, this is love. This is connection. This is the past. Also, we're releasing part of the past, but we're also keeping the beautiful things of the past and weaving those together, like, you know, bringing them all together, like knitting, crocheting, them all together to make something beautiful, to make something lasting for us. Our past is moving us forward in believing once again in our fairy tales, in our dreams, in what gave us the spark to move forward, into adulthood. And now, as we're embracing what we want in life and as life is changing with us and for us and moving forward, to guide us. So with the Six of Cups, there's a real sense of I'm embracing the child, but I'm also embracing my inner child. I'm falling in love with me again. And that's another big aspect of this moon. Now, this moon can also be very overwhelming, right? It is with the most egoless sign. Pisces is the most egoless of all the signs, but it is also the most sensitive of all the water signs, right? So we can easily feel overwhelmed. We can easily feel like escapism, and however escapism manifests in our lives by becoming really rigid or shutting down or, addictions. Be mindful of this because this moon can bring it out because this moon has us go deep. And we could be like, you know what? Not ready for that. I don't want to go that deep. But as a water sign ourselves, Scorpio, we're used to going deep, and this moon is like, I double dog dare you to go deeper. I dare you to see if you can touch your heart. I dare you to see if you can find your shine and let yourself just be brilliant and move forward in that brilliance. Now, the Virgo aspect of it, which comes through very, very strongly here, right? Virgo is astoundingly practical. We're turning inward, right? We're being very practical. We want things to run like clockwork. We want it to be smooth. We want it to be, logical. But we also turn inward, guided by the star, guided by our dreams, guided by our wishes and our desires. And, I'm just hearing when you wish upon a star, what is it that you truly desire? What is it that you truly want? We are going inward. And somebody is taking us on that shamanic journey, which is seen here with Saturn coming in and conjunct the moon. There's a real sense of I'm going deeper into myself. And we're going to see as we go deeper in with the Seven of Wands, it's like, I'm not fighting anymore. Every battle, everything that has drained my energy and drained my energy and drained my energy over these past years, I'm done. I'm done. There's power in your dreams. There's going to be a release. There's almost like, when you're watching a movie and they'll have a dream and then the person will shout no and that dream will just shatter. Well, that's going to be like what's going to happen. You're going to have a dream that's kind of like your worst fear come forward. And then there's going to be a yell of no and that dream is going to shatter. And it's your subconscious mind saying that your fears don't get to rule you anymore. Your fears do not get to rule you anymore, Scorpio. And it's like you're done fighting. Now it's time to create. Now it's time to create. Now it's time to cultivate. Now it's time to move forward. And you're creating, the way you create is kind of like a Tim Burton-esque, a little bit a little bit out there, right? Like people look at it and go, well, that's weird. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. But just know that the first initial reaction is like, that's weird. And so that has held you back. But now it's like, oh, but that's cool. And so fully embrace how you create, how you cultivate, how you manifest this beauty within your life. Because, you know, the Ace of Wands, we're setting ourselves up during this time to grab that wand, to move forward, to be guided like Gandalf, to have that wand, that walking stick that moves us forward in wisdom and in balance and in power. It empowers us. And we're going to see ourselves being empowered during this time. It's like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I've seen that before. And then as we're moving forward and we see ourselves fully pick up this wand, which isn't happening quite yet because it's reversed, even though we have ourselves crowned by the Knight of Wands. Like, we're too busy looking backwards right now. And the gift is reversed. And divinity's like, okay, I'm giving this to you, but you're not going to see it quite yet. It's kind of like leaving a gift under the tree. And then when you're taking down the tree or, everybody's cleaning up, you see the gift. You're like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. That's going to be this energy here. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I didn't realize I didn't see this. But it's going to be marked. It's going to have something that's very profoundly this supermoon, this blue moon energy. And it leads to the Wheel of Fortune. The mess, right? I love this card. Okay. I love spinning wheels. Okay. That's just the thing about me. I'm trying to learn how to spin on not a drop spindle. I do have a drop spindle, but on a support spindle, which is terribly, terribly hard. I thought since I came from like a line of seamstresses and tailors, I'd be able to do this kind of naturally, like it'd be in my blood. No, but you see here how she has this mess and she's looking at it and it's like this angel is untangling a huge, huge mess and spinning and weaving and all those things. They're so time consuming. They're so intense. They're not easy to pick up, right? But this angel is coming in and it's like, okay, I see this mess. I see what you've done. And I'm untangling it. If you've ever worked with yarn that's gotten tangled, your dog has played with it, your cat has played with it. Like, that's frustrating. And here, this huge mess, it's like, okay, I got this. It's been spinning. Things have been going at such a speed. And it got all tangled up. And the Wheel of Fortune is like, this tangled mess, this thing that you're looking at, and you're like, this has been years of this. I got this. I'm untangling it for you. It's okay. This mess is now over. And that's a really cool thing. Let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, what's very interesting here, Spirit just told me, right? The goddess energy. Don't be bullied by the sacred feminine. Don't be bullied by the sacred masculine. There's energy out there, right? Where either a guy or a girl is trying to like bully you, or this person is trying to bully you with sacred feminine energy, or with feminine energy with masculine energy, because we have here the masculine reversed. And it's like, no, nobody gets to bully you. Nobody gets to take away bringing love into the situation, because it's almost making you shut down. And it's like, I can't bring love into the situation because it's never going to be right. And it's something from the past that's come forward into the present. And it's like, no, I'm not being bullied by this. Reversed, bring love into the situation. Okay. Trust your heart. Right now, we're not trusting it. Embracing our sacred feminine and sacred masculine energy is going to be the most important thing we do during this time. And this means that if you do a visualization, just exhale and let yourself breathe in and Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And say sacred feminine energy, sacred feminine energy. How do you feel? What is the emotion around that? Breathe it out. Breathe out white light, connecting it back to the universe. Now say sacred masculine energy, sacred masculine energy. What do you feel? What is connected with that? Now breathe it out. Which one did you feel more connected with? Were you afraid of either one of these? What was the emotion that came forward? Because if we feel, let's say, very comfortable with the sacred feminine, but very uncomfortable with the sacred masculine, that's work we need to do. Or vice versa, very comfortable with the sacred masculine, but very uncomfortable with the sacred feminine, that's work we need to do. And if we feel uncomfortable with both, then that's double the work that we have to do, connecting. And just chanting sacred feminine, sacred masculine, whichever one we need to chant, whichever one we need to connect with. And however that manifests in our lives, if that comes up as a certain person that makes us feel afraid, unsafe, overwhelmed, doing a release, saying to that person, you don't have any power over me, visualizing ourselves screaming, like that dream sequence, right? Where you scream and the dream falls away. Well, the power that person has, that imagery that comes forward, it shatters, it falls away. It doesn't get to have power over you anymore. And then you get to bring love into the situation and feel whole, feel full doing so, Scorpio. It brings us to surrender. You and your loved ones are safe. Childhood, the child energy, they're safe. Surrender to the power of the universe, of divinity, of creation. You're okay. You're good. You've got this. You do. Even if it feels like you don't. Even if you feel completely overwhelmed. It brings us then to reverse. It's time to release negativity as we turn inward. As we have Saturn conjunct the moon, right? Saturn is less dense. Whatever makes up Saturn in our solar system is less dense than water. And this helps us move between the spirit world and the practical world, because this is coming up as shamanic energy. Saturn is the shaman of our inner selves. Shamanic energy moves us forward, connecting us, saying, are you ready to shut the doors of the past that have hurt us, overwhelmed us, but not only shut them, clean them out completely and say, you have no power over me anymore. It's time to release the negativity. It is. Will we? That's the question. We will see this with the moon. The moon will more than happily bring this into our knowledge and our understanding of ourselves, but will we release it? We don't want to be patient. There's something with this moon that's forcing us to be patient, forcing us to release the fight. It's like it's not in our hands anymore. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in what you dream of, long for, are connecting with. It will open up to you. There's beauty here. All right? Expect powerful change. The beauty is coming. We're connecting with the beautiful. We're connecting with the marvelous, with the exquisite. The Ace of Wands. There's a fire. There's a passion. There's a beauty moving us forward. There's a gift that's coming that we're just not picking up yet, and that's okay. It's not time yet. We're not assessing things. Okay, we're not looking at the bigger picture. Adjustments are needed, though. Adjustments are needed to see the bigger picture, to look at the bigger thing, to know that everything is being untangled and that we are okay. During this time, right? Pisces is making us feel. It's making us feel big time, intensely, powerfully. But also Pluto is squared the lunar nodes. And the lunar nodes, the south lunar node is in Libra. The north lunar node is in Aries. They're in sister signs of each other. The north lunar node is the head of the dragon in astrology. The south lunar node is the tail. So what is balancing us is love. Bringing love into the situation. But what's guiding us is a good fight, in our passion. So just know that. Pluto squared the lunar nodes. It's our karmic path. How are we steering the ship in love? How are we steering the ship in love and going after what we are most passionate about? This is a wake-up call for everyone. For the rest of 2023, there's a real sense here with Pluto squared the lunar nodes. It's like karmic choices here. What are we choosing? What are we choosing? What are we fighting for? The moon is yod with Mars and Venus. Okay, this is also called the finger of fate. Venus is in Leo. We have that strong, strong, strong energy of coming forward with our passion, with being brave of heart, with, really connecting with what we love and being courageous about it. Mars is in Libra. How does that passion balance us? How does our passion, our fight, our determination balance us? Now we have Pluto sextile Neptune. We have Neptune sextile Uranus and Uranus trine Pluto. And what this is telling us is that all the outer planets are opening our psychic gifts and our higher consciousness. They're calling us to be more aware, more connected. And Scorpio, this is easier for us than it is for most. That connectiveness, that higher consciousness, that stepping into ourselves. We have the hermit right here. Go into yourself. That's the shamanic energy coming forward. It's like go into you. We see it right here. The past will guide you. Not only this life past, but other lives that we have lived, helping us, guiding us, connecting with us, seeking with us, moving with us. That's going to be a big thing. We might not know how to handle that, and that's okay. But knowing that we are being guided by so much more than we had ever realized. The full moon conjunct Saturn, okay, is physically in the stars in the constellation of Aquarius. Now, the constellation of Aquarius is made up of the oldest known iconography. Yeah, there we go. Symbol of mankind, right? And this is that the zigzag symbol, which I always think also looks like a monster's mouth, right? That dates back 40,000 years. The Shamitic energy that is awakening us with this moon, connecting us with our hearts, is in the oldest symbol to humanity, the sign of Aquarius, which we are moving into the age of Aquarius, connecting us with the living waters, the water bearer of our existence. The living waters within us, our blood, the living waters that guide us, the fact that we need fresh water to survive. We are being guided by the waters, and we are being called by the waters. So this moon that is the closest, to our earth, that is the closest and the most powerful on our oceans, will be the most powerful also on us. Pisces is the most egoless sign. And with that most egoless sign, this blue moon, supermoon, is shining light on disillusionment and also deception in our lives. And we are looking at what has thrown us off balance, what has lied to us, what has hurt us, what has cheated on us, what has deceived us. And we are having faith in our dreams, which sounds ridiculous. We are surrendering and knowing, okay, I've been hurt. Okay, I've fallen down. Okay, it has been a tough road. But I am moving forward closer to me, closer to what I want than ever before. I know what I am fighting for now. I know what I love and am passionate about. Because this moon is guiding us back to our hearts, to falling back in love with ourselves, and to falling back in love with our earth. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Ace of Wands. Okay, being mindful of a certain gift that comes forward a little bit too easy. It shines a little bit too bright. It's false. So just be aware of that. Because this gift, it comes over time. It builds with us. Our subconscious spirit message is mystical, reversed. We need to connect with the mystical, and we're not. The mystical, the higher power, the higher connection, the higher consciousness, that is going to be something that's very important to us. It could also be something that's a little bit scary to us. So just be aware of that. Our subconscious tarot message is the Nine of Wands. We're tired of fighting. We're tired of fighting. But man, will we if we need to. We've already been through battles. We've already been through wars. It's like, okay, I can fight again. I can. I don't want to. This is not what I want. But don't test me. People are going to think Scorpio. They're like, oh, don't worry. Scorpio's just fine in the shadows, in the quiet. I can just walk all over them. Absolutely not. Remember, the littlest Scorpio is the most deadly. Like, they're the ones you don't want to mess with. So just be aware of this. Our subconscious Luna message. We have boundaries. And we have nothing will come of this situation. Have clear boundaries. The void, of course, is time in the lunar cycle. They come up all the time, where nothing will go the way that you had imagined it. And so here, it's like have clear boundaries. Things aren't going to go the way that you imagine it. Now, it can be on the 30th, 31st. It can be around there because time is tricky with the cards, and also with the energy of the universe and the way that we connect with the planets and our moon and everything like that. It can be tricky. It can be, okay, not on this day, but on this day type of thing. So just be aware of this, that there's something here that was supposed to go one way. It went topsy turvy. Have clear boundaries. Know what you will and will not do. Know what is and is not important to you. And you will see things start to change. You will. You will. All right. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a healing, a releasing of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this blue moon, of this supermoon, and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed blue moon. Bye.